Details on the arrest of an Anderson County deputy. The sheriff's office has fired Kevin McAllister after he was charged with domestic violence last month. 7 News reporter Brianna Smith has learned this is not the deputy's first time getting into trouble.
Yeah, in fact, Gordon McAllister was on suspension when he was arrested and also when he was hired. For 4.5 years, Kevin McAllister served as an officer with the Liberty Police Department. In early 2016, McAllister made a choice not to respond to a 911 call at a home that had several false calls the week before. The chief suspended him. Paperwork shows that the chief asked McAllister to resign. He refused. Instead of terminating him, members within the department gave glowing reviews on an application to the Anderson County Sheriff's Office, saying that McAllister was a good officer. He just needed more supervision. McAllister was hired as a deputy. Just a year and a half later, he would be suspended again and then arrested.
Departments are desperate for cops. They're willing to look the other way.
McAllister's case is like those described by the Criminal Justice Academy as gypsy cops, officers who move from department to department with suspensions and investigations following them.
You have to have a rigorous state law that mandates reporting, investigation, and decertification to prevent that kind of movement.
In South Carolina, anytime an officer changes departments, paperwork is sent to the Criminal Justice Academy as to why. The academy is also responsible for deciding whether an officer's certification should be terminated. Those reasons can include anything from being convicted of a felony to dishonesty. In 2015, only one officer was decertified.
That's why I was stunned to see how low those figures were in South Carolina, and I can't explain it.
The shock value comes from these figures. Surrounding states had more than 1,000 officers decertified in the same year. With the disparity in numbers, Professor Roger Goldman wonders what the state really knows.
I cannot believe that some of this misbehavior wouldn't have triggered had the state post known about it. But the very fact they've only decertified one officer makes me wonder, why is it that there's only one decertified in South Carolina and 562 in Georgia?
Wow.
The million-dollar question.
Yeah, you know what, though? It gets to an issue I know you've talked to a number of chiefs and sheriffs about. It is so hard to hire qualified, trained officers that they do kind of sometimes reach for somebody who got in trouble somewhere else but is eligible, right?
Absolutely. That's what they're doing. And we've seen that in the past with departments, especially when they're down 14 people plus.
Right.
But I think that it gets back to reporting this information down to the state. And that's what this professor is saying. We're going to eradicate this behavior once there is more information to the state, and the state is making more decisions with a measuring stick rather than just chiefs making decisions.
Unlike other instances, in this case, he was fired, not resigned. Does
Correct.
that mean he'll be able to work somewhere else as an officer?
Right now, he has been terminated, but the South Carolina will look at this, and if he is convicted of that felony, he won't be able to work anymore.
All right, Brianna, thank you.